An Inquiry into Saint Eleni of Lesbos, April 9th. A diligent search through authoritative Orthodox sources reveals no record of a Saint Eleni of Lesbos commemorated on April 9th. The Church, in her wisdom, carefully preserves the memory of those who have witnessed to Christ through their lives and deaths. Each day of the liturgical year is marked by the commemoration of holy men and women whose examples inspire the faithful. An inquiry was made regarding a Saint Eleni of Lesbos, said to be commemorated on April 9th. In seeking to honor and recount the lives of the saints, the Church relies upon established and authoritative sources. Extensive research was undertaken, consulting the comprehensive hagiographical and liturgical resources provided by the Orthodox Church in America, OCA, and the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America, GOARCH, as well as other major Orthodox calendars and synaxaria. These venerable records serve as the living memory of the Church, safeguarding the accounts of those who have attained salvation and now intercede for us before the throne of God. Following a diligent examination of these sources, no record of a saint specifically identified as Eleni of Lesbos, with a feast day of April 9th, was found. The name Eleni, or Helen, is indeed a sacred one in Orthodoxy, most notably borne by the equal to the apostles Saint Eleni, the mother of the Emperor Saint Constantine the Great, whose memory is celebrated on May 21st. However, the specific appellation Eleni of Lesbos on April 9th does not appear in the pan-Orthodox calendars consulted. This absence in widely recognized sources does not diminish the possibility that such a holy woman may have lived a life pleasing to God. It is conceivable that her veneration might be local, confined to a particular region or community, or that the information regarding her name or commemoration date may have been transmitted in a form not yet integrated into the broader liturgical calendar. As faithful historians of the Church, we are bound to report what is confirmed by the authoritative tradition passed down through generations. While the requested Saint Eleni of Lesbos is not found in the pan-Orthodox records for April 9th, this day is nonetheless hallowed by the commemoration of other revered saints, whose witness continues to enlighten the faithful. On this 9th day of April, the Church honors the holy martyr Eutychius of Caesarea in Cappadocia. Saint Eutychius lived in the 4th century, during a time when the Roman Empire was transitioning from paganism to Christianity. Born into a noble family in Caesarea, he was a man of high standing. During the reign of Emperor Julian the Apostate, who sought to restore pagan worship, Saint Eutychius stood firm in his confession of Christ. When Julian passed through Caesarea, he found that the Christians there had destroyed a pagan temple dedicated to the goddess Fortuna. Enraged, Julian ordered severe punishments for the city, including the confiscation of property and the enrollment of its citizens among the lowest classes. Saint Eutychius, as a prominent Christian, was arrested. He fearlessly confessed his faith before the authorities, refusing to deny Christ or offer sacrifice to idols. For his steadfastness, he endured tortures, and ultimately he was beheaded, thereby receiving the crown of martyrdom. His witness served as a powerful testament to the truth of Christ amidst the resurgence of paganism. Also commemorated on this day is the hieromartyr Badamus, Vadim, the archimandrite of Persia, along with his 310 disciples. Saint Badamus lived in the 4th century in Persia, a land often marked by intense persecution of Christians, particularly under the Sassanid king Shapur II. Badamus was an esteemed archimandrite, leading a monastery with a large brotherhood. He and his 310 monks were arrested for their Christian faith. They were subjected to harsh imprisonment and various tortures over a period of 4 months. The king sought to compel them to renounce Christ and worship the Son, but they remained resolute. During this time, one of the king's officials, Nerson, who had previously apostatized under duress, was promised freedom if he would personally execute Saint Badamus. Nerson, tormented by his conscience and pressured by the king, wavered. Saint Badamus, seeing Nerson's internal struggle, exhorted him to be firm in Christ and not to commit such a sin. However, Nerson, in his weakness, struck the saint, but hesitated to deliver a fatal blow. Saint Badamus endured the slow, agonizing strikes, continuing to pray until he finally reposed in the Lord. Nerson, immediately overcome with remorse, took his own life. The remaining 310 monks were also martyred, their collective witness adding to the glorious host of Persian martyrs. Their steadfastness in the face of prolonged suffering and their unyielding confession of Christ exemplify profound spiritual courage and devotion. The Church holds dear the memory of all her saints, whether their names are widely known or preserved in more localized traditions. The diligent search for Saint Eleni of Lesbos on April 9th underscores the Church's commitment to historical accuracy and spiritual truth in her hagiographical tradition. While her specific commemoration on this date remains unconfirmed by pan-Orthodox sources, the lives of the holy martyrs Eutychius and Badamus, along with his disciples, stand as enduring examples of faith, calling all to steadfastness in Christ, especially on this 9th day of April.